So the Dallas Cowboys saw themselves with a setback in their cornerback room with Jourdan Lewis getting injured in the joint practice with the Chargers. He suffered a hamstring injury, which will keep him out most likely until week 1 or maybe the week after that. We don't know how bad because the Cowboys aren't really good with giving you injury timelines, and they're not honest with it either. So the biggest thing when it comes to this is that it opens the door for guys like DaRon Bland, guys like Nahshon Wright, and Kelvin Joseph to possibly move up the depth chart for cornerback 3. Now, this was a thing that I talked about in the video where, hey, DaRon Bland was impressing, and I highlighted how his stock was going up. Now, this in conjunction with the Lewis injury could serve as a springboard for him to get playing time in the regular season if the injury is as bad as it could be and he misses week 1, because they say, oh, it's about this rehab process, but we're not here to talk about that. We're just here to talk about how the injury can affect these young guys and what they have to do. So before we go any further, if you could do me a solid favor, like the video. It doesn't take too long whatsoever, and it's greatly appreciated. Helps the video perform better in the algorithm. Next, if you're a part of the 55% of people that are not subscribed to this channel, I do highly recommend you do so, because you get more Dallas Cowboys content with that, and on a regular basis at that. Now, with that being said, the Jourdan Lewis injury happened on Wednesday. Today being Thursday, we get the information that he's going to be out for the entirety of the training camp / preseason period. So, what does this mean? Well, it means that he needs to be careful, because if he's not available and you have one of these young guys step up, we know how the Cowboys tend to do this. When a guy steps up and does his job and at a cheaper price, the Cowboys will replace you. And Stephen Jones and the Cowboys are notorious for that. So, right now, DaRon Bland is your favorite, followed, in my opinion, by Nahshon Wright and Kelvin Joseph. So, I already touched up on this as well in the pregame video, but to kind of go over that again. DaRon Bland has been doing very well in the practices and in the real game settings, as we saw in Denver. Then you have Nahshon Wright, who, while he didn't have a good showing as the game went on, he showed glimpses of looking solid. And then Kelvin Joseph just looks out of place. So, if I'm DaRon Bland, you have all the opportunity in the world to be getting a lot more of these slot reps that can help Anthony Brown stay on the outside, which he did very well last year. And so that's kind of the big thing too with this, is that I'm kind of looking at DaRon Bland and saying he's probably the best fit, because I look at Kelvin Joseph and Nahshon Wright and I feel like they're more outside guys. So it could be a possibility that maybe DaRon Bland is actually the replacement for Jourdan Lewis if the Cowboys are like, hey, we feel like you're better and cheaper, let's move on from Jourdan. And then if one of Nahshon or Kelvin Joseph, get their act together, you could have a possibility where you just bring back Anthony Brown for another year, you let go of Jourdan Lewis, and then you just move on from him in the next year. But that is where we're at currently with that group. Now, I don't know who you guys prefer. By all means, put that down in the comments section below. I'm really curious to see. It's a lot of other stuff going on, too, with the injury bug, but not, like, a lot to talk about. Like, I know CeeDee Lamb cut his toe. What was it? Noah Brown, I think he hurt his toe as well. But not really a whole lot more outside of that, so I don't want to keep you guys for too long. But with that being said, if you did reach the end of this video, by all means make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell as well. And look, you're a real MVP for reaching the end of this, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Alright guys, have a great rest of your day.